Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Minister, distinguished dignitaries, invitees. I represent the youngest state in the country, Telangana, and we take lots of pride in calling ourselves the startup state. So just to break the monotony, we wanted to begin by showing a small video of about 2 minutes.
Innovation has been a major growth driver globally, intervening to provide accessible and affordable solutions to cater to dynamic consumer needs. India today is marching towards establishing itself as a top global innovator for high technology products and services. Telangana, the startup state of India, has been the hotbed of technology product innovation, owing to its rapid growth and positioning as a leader of information technology sector. The government of Telangana aims to develop 1 million square feet of workspace dedicated to startups in the next 5 years, partnering with premier academic institutes such as IIIT Hyderabad, ISB and NALSA. Partner with 20 global accelerators and incubators to build facilities in PPP mode. Build 2 incubators in Tier 2 locations of the state.
Young India today is not content in being known as the back office of the world anymore. Young Indians today want wings to their aspirations.
First initiative in this direction is T-Hub, Phase 1, a 70,000 square foot facility which is currently India's largest building dedicated solely to entrepreneurs. It remains as a distinct and one-stop destination to facilitate mentorship, funding and many other startup provisions by industrialists and many business leaders in the world. T-Hub is currently operational and will be expanded to 300,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art amenities for startups. Lack of funding is a critical bottleneck in the innovation ecosystem, which the government of Telangana aims to address through T-Seed Fund of 250 crore rupees, T-Innovation Fund of 2,000 crore rupees. Further, the government is looking towards active collaborations with academia to enhance the startup ecosystem.
That entrepreneurial spirit is very much in Hyderabad with high ambition.
So let's all put our hearts and souls behind the fact that this is going to be the new India of tomorrow.
This is where the world is coming to, and here at Hyderabad, we welcome you.
Through the innovation policy of 2016, the state government envisages to create the culture of research, innovation and entrepreneurship and develop Hyderabad and Telangana as an innovation society of global repute that would contribute to increased knowledge, wealth and employment in Telangana.
Let me also mention that everything that you saw in the video, they were all real people, real settings. Nothing was shot in studios or... Can we get the presentation back, please? So I'll kind of move along with a short presentation of what we attempt to achieve through our innovation policy. Incidentally, I'm carrying a few copies with me of the policy, which was launched this year, earlier this year in April. Now, in Telangana, the startup system is largely technology focused because all of us know and recognize the technology prowess of the state, particularly Hyderabad, in providing a huge number of product companies, R&D companies, a large manpower, close to 400,000, which is employed in the technology sector. And we also have noticed that the growth of the information technology exports, manpower, the sector as a whole is much faster than the national average. So, and there has been a very deep background of success stories in technology. The undivided state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh has been the first state to really embrace e-governance in a very big way. And even today, the largest bouquet of G2C services is there in Telangana, followed by Andhra Pradesh. So, since technology is the major growth engine propelling the growth story of Hyderabad and Telangana, the first wave of startups, innovation is all getting that kind of a technology backbone. So, while DIPP may be used to interacting with industries and commerce departments in other states, the startup initiative in Telangana, ma'am and sir, we are the nodal agencies. The IT Information Technology Department is the nodal agency for this this growth. And I'll skip some of these. Now, what we have offered in our innovation policy is already captured in that movie in a brief way. Basically, like the Gujarat presentation, we have a few things to offer to incubators and a large number of things to offer to potential startups. In fact, like Gujarat, we too offer to the incubators lots of subsidies, lots of rebates. So power is supplied to them at industrial tariffs. We also give them grants. And the intention is to eventually, collectively, through government efforts and through private efforts, to build at least 1 million square feet of raw incubation space. And I'm very happy to inform that the largest technology incubator of the country is today hosted in Hyderabad, which is the T-Hub, which you saw in the video. That is a 70,000 square feet facility. And we also appreciate that the hunger for quality infrastructure is so much in the world of startups that within a week that space got saturated. And now we are embarking upon the process of building the second phase of T-Hub, which will be 5 times bigger. So we are planning something which will be 300,000 SFT. And we have dedicated one of the costliest real estate of Hyderabad for this purpose, which also shows the kind of interest and the kind of seriousness which government gives to this sector. We faced lots of criticism. In fact, there was a demand that if you had auctioned that land, the government would have easily got some 200 crores. But we have chosen not to do so and dedicate that for the second phase of T-Hub. We have already finalized the design. A Korean company has won that design competition. A brief glimpse was shown in the video as well. So, providing high quality infrastructure is one responsibility which the state takes. There are 4 other major incubator space which is there in Hyderabad today, which are run in academic institutions. So, Triple IT, IIT, ISB, BITS, Pilani, they all have large incubators, roughly between 5,000 to 20,000 SFT. There is again an incubator dedicated exclusively to life sciences and biotechnology, which is called the ICICI Knowledge Park. And in the last 6 months, a few private incubators like 91 Springboard and a few others have also started to emerge. And eventually, we see very clearly the roadmap where in the next 5 years, 1 million SFT of high quality space. And the incubator which we have promoted, T-Hub, which we provide everything at a highly subsidized and discounted rate to the startup. So first of all, we spent close to 48 crores in creating that infrastructure. And the rentals that we charge from startups are almost 1/4 of what would be encountered in the open market. And everything, all the services there are free. We provide 1 gig of internet, we provide water, power, everything else completely at free of cost as a service to the world of the startups. But so anyone can create an amazing building, but what happens inside the building is again a very, very interesting phenomena. Now, so as I said, our IT policy has identified 10 sectors, of which entrepreneurship and innovation is one very important sector for us, and therefore we have launched our innovation policy. Now, in this policy document, apart from the infrastructure and the incentives and funding support which we have offered, We also provide a number of other facilities. For example, our policy speaks about what Honorable Minister mentioned about easing procurement norms for startups. So we also have this facility in which if the product or service which the startup is dabbling in has a relevance to the government, then we will discard the existing procurement norms and we will bilaterally go ahead with this procurement. And we have already started doing so. For example, as I said, we offer a large bouquet of G2C services. We offer 325 services today, and we are in the process of converting every service into a mobile application. We are creating our own app folio where 325 G2C services will be available. And the entire task has been given to startups. We have not chosen TCS or Wipro or Infosys or IMI Mobile or someone else to do that job, but straight away given that responsibility to startups alone. And there are many other examples in which we have completely discarded the standard norms of pre-qualification, eligibility, and track record, etc., to give business directly to startups. We also, I'll skip some of these areas and get directly into T-Hub. Now, as I said, T-Hub is, first of all, a very great piece of infrastructure. It's a great building full of creativity and innovation. But what happens inside that facility is also very fascinating. And you saw clippings of some of those Silicon Valley bigwigs who have visited T-Hub in the recent past. Even their eyes popped out when they saw this kind of facility. They couldn't believe that such a thing can happen in our country. So we have a very structured procedure for mentoring. As I said, T-Hub is a creation of the government, but in partnership with three premier academic institutions, the IIIT, the ISB, and the NALSAR. And as all of you would recognize these names, they are considered to be one of the best, among the best in the country. And ISB, incidentally, is rated in the Financial Times top 20 business schools of the world, so to say. So these are our partner institutions. Between these three, they have contributed 40 very senior faculty who are available to our startups for mentorship. Plus, we have also organized lots of mentors from the outside world. T-Hub also provides various other services. In fact, lots of support in terms of legal services, go-to-market services, and so on is always available to startups there, again at very, very subsidized or nominal costs. We also, as a government, allow their data to be hosted at a highly subsidized rate in our data centers. We also provide lots of common security, cyber security features as a service on behalf of the government to the startups. Another very innovative thing in our innovation policy is that we provide recruitment assistance of 10,000 rupees per candidate. So any startup which recruits, let us say, a 5-member team can straight away get 50,000 rupees from us. And as the video showed, like Gujarat, we have also created a 250 crores fund. Government's contribution to that is 10%, and the rest of the 90% we are mobilizing from other sources, including from SIDBI. So the other very important thing to understand is that though the government has created this magnificent incubator called the T-Hub, we remain at a complete arm's length from T-Hub's activities. We have chosen the best from the market, from the open market, to run the show. Jay is our CEO. We have an equally competent CEO and a 12-member, it's a very lean kind of a structure. As I said, there are 203 startups incubating there. It's an 800-seater, 70,000 SFT facility, but just managed by a team of 12. And they have all been chosen from the open market. And the limited role which government plays is to occupy a board position. There are 10 members in the board, 3 representing the 3 partner academic institutions, 3 representing the tech world, 3 representing the VC world, and I am the 10th member, just one among the 10th, and that is where our responsibility ends. So, as I said, there are 220 startups in the incubator who are representing, and very, very deliberately, we have chosen sectors which will have more social impact in days to come. So we have startups from health tech, edutech, agtech, robotics, fintech, lots of these early stage pre-series A companies, and each of them is individually monitored, individually curated, and supported. So T-Hub also has a full stack of support services which I spoke about. Also has partnership with more than a dozen national and international partners through whom very curated accelerator programs are being run. In fact, every week or so, we are able to rope in a new partner who adds some new dimension, some new value to the overall value proposition of T-Hub. Now, in the last 2-3 minutes, I would like to mention a few other things. Given Hyderabad's core strengths in certain sectors, we have now decided to create sectoral incubators. And the first one, we have focused on gaming and animation. So this is a 27,000 SFT facility, a 230-seater facility, which has again been created about 6 months ago. And as I spoke about T-Hub, this has also got saturated within a week of its opening. Here the focus is completely on the gaming and animation startups. So lots of startups. Okay. This is something which we are working on, and it will be up and running by December. We are calling this T-Works, and I see Mr. Raghunandan from ISBA. They are supporting us in this regard. This is a startup for the hardware guys. This is a startup which will have prototyping labs and other facilities. So a hardware incubator. And we have also received support from, in principle, approval from the Ministry of Defense. Honorable Minister of Defense visited T-Hub. And since Hyderabad again has a very strong ecosystem of defense R&D and defense production, Government of India has chosen to locate the Defense and Aerospace Incubator again in Hyderabad, which will again be run on the lines of T-Hub. IIT Hyderabad will be hosting it. Similarly, with the help of Kakatiya Sandbox, we are about to launch our first rural incubator focused on social entrepreneurship. So Mr. Desh Deshpande is one of the prime backers of this initiative. We also promote, which is there in our policy as well, we also promote entrepreneurship education in a very significant way in the colleges of our state. And there's a specialized institution doing that called Telangana Academy for Skills and Knowledge. So the first program of its kind is run collaboratively with Indian School of Business, in which we identify the second and third tier colleges. As most of us know, students are required in their engineering education to do a student project in the third year. And if you're not in a very top level college, you tend to take these projects in a very casual way. You just submit something for getting some marks. But obviously these colleges also have talented students. So the idea is to encourage them, motivate them, and guide them how that student's project can be converted into a business proposal. And ISB does that guiding and hand-holding. So these are the kind of the scenario that we have tried to create in the startup state of Telangana. But as I said, we have very ably been able to demonstrate what it takes to really put together a comprehensive ecosystem very meticulously. And now we need to scale it up. And we look forward to lots of support from Honorable Minister for Commerce, Honorable Secretary, and the entire DIPP to convert us from a startup state into a scale-up state. Thank you very much.